Hi y'all. Kelly again, or still, really. This is a continuation of the Take It All wristlet. I apparently had run out of memory on my phone, and the video was giving me a warning that it is cutting off right now. So this is just a continuation of that. The only thing I did off camera was install my my male snap right here. So what I'm doing now is I am kind of creasing. I talked about this on the first part of the video, but I am going to show it just in case it was a little confusing. I'm creasing now that I have it all snapped together where the fold is, and I am just taking my pen and just marking it on the inside. And then I am drawing a line between those two marks with a pen that's erasable or chalk. You can also just do it based on the crease, but this cork kind of creases in multiple spots if I wanted to be as exact as I can. So it's kind of hard to see where the line is, but so now stitch across that line that you just did. I am at 3.5 millimeters as far as stitch length for the rest of this video. There's not much, honestly, left. This is actually almost done with the stitching, honestly. Trim your threads. That is the body of the wristlet is all done. Now we just have to finish the wrist strap. So set the body to the side right now. Are there any threads that you missed? Which I did. Okay. So I started on this strap in the other video. Didn't realize I was running out of time. I pulled this back so you could see it some. I marked the center with a line, put a piece of tape on it, and then you fold each edge to the center of that line. If you do use tape, please make sure you're using something that's not going to gum up your needle. So now what we are going to do is we are stitching all the way around the strap. I like to stitch from the right side because that's the side that you see, but it is up to you. We are stitching a 1/8 of an inch all the way around. My son just came in here, so if you hear him chattering to himself or to me, that's what it is. Sorry. Turn. Didn't quite make it. My son's new favorite word is uh-oh right now, so that's what you're hearing. It's because it's what he's learned recently. Turn. Continue on. All right, so that is the strap stitched. We're really in the final stretch here for the strap too. The strap does not take much. So I am just going to take a lighter and kind of hit these edges real nice. And then trim. I guess I should have trimmed it first because I'll still do that again. But trim any overhang, anything like that. So this is your strap completed. Should have stitched all the way around it 1/8 of an inch. So basically what we need to do now is we're going to do some more marking on our stuff. You can, the instructions give you, the pattern gives you instructions on how to do this with a rivet, which is what I'm going to do. If you don't have rivets or you don't want to use a rivet, you can just skip the hole punching part and just stitch it instead. So if you were going to do that, you would mark, let's see, it's not 1/4 inch because that's what this is. Mark 1 inch, put your swivel hook there and fold it over, and then take this end and put it in between. And then you can just stitch like 1/8 of an inch from here, or a square around. I am doing the rivet, so I will show y'all how to do that as well. I should have put my punch in before I started my video, but that's okay. So we are marking 1/4 inch in from the edge. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. Yes, okay. So marking 1/4 inch in, and you want it centered on here. This is where you are punching your hole. So I get my punch pieces out here. I use a cam snap press, but you can use a leather punch, really whatever you need to just punch a hole in this sucker to get your rivets in. Use awl if you want. And awl. Can't ever say that right. Alright, so we are punching a hole where we just made that 1/4 inch mark. Need to sharpen my punch a little. Alright. So that did not go all the way through. There we go. So there is our hole punched through at 1/4 of an inch down. Then what we're going to do is mark a line 1 inch from the same end. So the same end that you just punched that hole, you're going to mark 1 inch down now instead from the edge. Make sure you're marking all of this with something that you can erase later if you're marking full lines like me. So here's what that is, 1 inch down right here. I know it's hard to see, I'm sorry. Just with how bright my machine is, I can't really get to play with my lighting some. So what you're going to do is, I did not mark on the edge that I wanted. I prefer marking on the wrong side for this step. Then you'll see why in a second. So what you do is you trying to see where my line is. So you can see this, what you will be folding it on this edge here. So you can either choose to just directly, this is just to punch the other side of the hole, because your hole is now a guide on top of that. So you can either use this to directly punch a hole into it, or you can use it to make a mark and punch like that. Totally your preference. I am just going to use it to repunch. Punch all the way through. So I got 2 holes in my strap. Let's see. All right. Final step. This is our last punching. So slide your swivel clasp onto this where you've had your 1 inch fold, and fold it over. Your holes should line up that you already punched. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the other end of your strap Here's it folded. And you're going to put it in between these two edges. And it's going to look like this. So you're like, wait, Kelly, there's not a hole punched into this one. Don't worry. You can either mark it, which is what I am doing because I don't, or you can just punch directly through again. Punch that hole there. Preferably all the way through. Goodness, I need to resharpen these. Okay. So now we have 3 holes punched into different places in our strap. So, if I can bring my light over here so you can see a little better. There we go. So 3 holes in the strap. Hey, bud. So back where, no, we don't need your help. Thank you. So fold this over and put this back in like that. Now all of your holes should line up. And we are going to insert a rivet there. You are so helpful, kiddo. And use a rivet press or a rivet setting tool and just press that rivet in, and then your strap is done. All you have to do is hook it to your wristlet, and your wristlet is done. I do apologize that I stopped a couple seconds in between doing the strap instructions. I was trying to see what my son was doing. So this is the completed wristlet with the wrist strap, phone pocket, 2 credit card slots, and cash or receipts or whatever. Checkbook, whatever you want to put in it, really. Sorry, I know you can see my son's hand right there. So that's it. I'm sorry again that I had to separate the videos. I did not realize my phone was running that low on memory. But yeah, any questions, let me know in comments of this video or the first one. And yeah, I will link the pattern in both descriptions, and happy sewing.